Capcom is one of the, if not the biggest fighting game companies. They are known for games like Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games, to name the list. But of all their fighting games, there's one problem that I have with the story. Hello everyone, I'm Sir Elixir, and let's discuss my problem with Capcom's fighting games and their storyline. One of the main reasons why I play fighting games or even games in general is to understand the storyline of that game, to get into why the certain events are happening in the game. But with Capcom, that seems to be a problem. Let's take for instance Street Fighter First Strike. The game is god tier. It is one of the best games that I've ever played in my entire fighting games that I've ever played in my entire life. But I don't seem to understand why we're fighting the final boss in the game. Okay, I forgot his name because he's really hard, in the end, and why he has that large cult following him. I'm sure maybe you might say is because he's a god or trying to be one, but come on, man, there isn't even no interaction before you fight him to try and understand his motive, or even how did we arrive at his base. Like there's no maybe just like before you fight him, you have a fight that you have to take. If you using Ken, you're gonna fight his brother Yuda or something like that. If you're using Ryu, you're gonna fight Ken, and there's like an interaction between the two of you talking. Okay, but with the final boss, you just walk up to him and he transforms, he bends his clothes and then you fight him. Okay, like the only game that I understand was CVS 2, Capcom versus SNK 2, because okay, you get it, it is a war martial arts tournament whereby you are fighting different martial arts from different cities, and at the end, after you win the tournament, sometimes Rugal or Akuma interrupts the tournament to test your mind. Okay, and if you defeat him, it may be happen that if you fighting Rugal, Akuma may try to fight Rugal, and then Rugal takes Akuma's powers, and now you have to stop Rugal because he's gonna try to take over the world. If you stop him, Akuma takes over Rugal's body because he is Akuma, and then he walks away because he saw that you are really strong. Okay, because he wanted to test your mind. Okay, that I get it, but rather than that, others I don't get them. I understand you might say read the comics, watch the anime of Street Fighter and all that type of stuff, which give backstory into what happens. Okay, but then I'll ask you, did you play Taken 1 to 8 and had to read the comics, or try to watch something of Taken to try and understand it? No, because from even Taken 1, you get the idea of what is going on. Let's take for instance Taken 3. You get it that Heihachi is trying to find this ogre monster, and he's using what the heck Jin to try and get it. And as Jin defeats that monster, Heihachi pops up and kills Jin. And because Jin has the devil Jin from his grandfather, he wakes up and runs away. Okay, you get the story of that game, but as for some Capcom games, you don't understand. Let's take for instance Cyberbots. The story is really plain. Okay, but this is where I'm gonna end it.